When you think of music, movies, fashion, comedy, and the showbiz industry at large, you should think of entertainment news on Channels Television. Hi, I'm Mayowa Ogundele, and this is a fresh episode of the show. I've got so much to share with you, so here goes. First off, singer and music video director Onesoul makes his first feature film. Actor Bob Manuel Idoku and wife Cassandra review their 15-year-old marriage.
The first night in his house, he left, he didn't come back. I lay down on the bed, prayed, and tears filled my eyes.
Darrison Richards, the antique, finally gets to the screens. All these and many more on entertainment news on Channels Television, so stick with us. Our first story today takes us behind the director's camera to catch the making of the movie The Verdict, starring Nollywood veteran Fred Amata with music star Onesoul calling the shots. Come with us.
Where you go run to? Oh,
it's the beginning of a journey down a new road for singer and video director Ide Chukwuma Innocent, popularly known as Onesoul.
Where you go run to? Are you wicked man?
After a short spell as a performing artist, the Edo State-born video enthusiast is now making his first feature movie where he takes up the role of story writer, producer and director.
To answer, I would appreciate if the slap you are giving would be like that kind of jumping slap. You know that one?
I was doing other things as a filmmaker. In the last 1-2 years of my career, I've had over 200 music videos to my credit. I have had, I've lost count of TV commercials, TV shows I have produced, documentaries. So it's not like I don't have the experience as a filmmaker. I wanted to make my film, I wanted to make my first full-length feature film, you know, but I was taking my time because it wasn't something. It depends on, I mean, I had opportunities, I had scripts thrown at me, I had people throw money at me and say, come direct, produce my film, we think you can do it. But at that time, I didn't think it was the kind of film I wanted to make.
Flesh! Nonsense.
The movie, titled The Verdict, chronicles the travails of a victim of child marriage and stars veteran actor Fred Amata and newbie Amaka Obi.
I got cuts on my neck and all of that, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful because as an actor, I've been doing glamour, so I haven't really done this. So shout out to Onesoul. He brought out most of the things I didn't know I had in me.
You went to tell your parents that I killed my unborn child, Abby? Huh? Am I not talking to you?
I just went to see them.
You just went to see them. You that made me kill my unborn child. Eh? You.
Cut. That's it. Amaka Obi, I have never seen her act before. That's the truth. I know she's been doing a couple of little films, but I didn't even have the time to go do research and see what, you know, her acting abilities were, right? And then, yeah, she said she was an actress, and then I saw her. She looked like someone who could do Diana, I mean, physical-wise. But then, I wasn't sure what her acting abilities were. So it was a big risk I took. And the character Diana was a very sensitive one. It was like the whole film was centered around that character. So if you don't pull it off right, you'll kill the film if you pull it off right. In fact, at some point, my assistant said to me, are you sure about who's this girl? Because we don't even know her.
I'm going to be sharing the bedroom. Our bedroom. Okay? You sleep on the bed.
God forbid. But when you start treating me and respecting me like your wife, you better take this thing back away, you brother, because I'm not giving up my bed for her. What nonsense!
Well, you become...
I particularly like the scene where
I am clobbered in the head, and the consequences of that, and the parts, the reaction by the actress to that scene, it was intense, it was deep. I like the way and it was shot in a very simple way, but it was really, really deep.
Let's forget about the money aspect. But Fred Amata was on my set, and he made every second of the production memorable. He made every second of the production memorable. He was fun to work with. In fact, at some point, Fred Amata would be so cranky that we'll all be laughing and forget we need to film, you understand me? And when we are filming, he's so committed, and then I like, okay, it's not supposed to be, it's my project, but how come you're so... And then he goes, we need to do this, we need to do... I'm like, okay.
You're running. Why are you running? Why are you running?
The verdict gulped up a 15 million naira budget and is one part of a 3 major project Onesoul has lined up this year.
And still talking movies, The Antique, a Nollywood epic movie, debuts at the cinemas with cast and crew members expressing the experience of putting the movie together.
The pot must be put back in its place.
Forging a replica will only make the gods angry.
Darrison Richards' highly anticipated epic action flick, The Antique, finally hits the big screens. The movie, which stars heavyweights including Olu Jacobs, Bimbo Akintola and many more, was shot on location at the middle of a forest and of course came with many challenges.
It was really crazy. At some point, we had to cancel some shoots, like some days, because we were shooting deep in the forest, and the weather sometimes would not be in our favor. It would rain, it would be very hot, the bugs, the insects. We had to deal with wild animals and all that. But it was a fun experience. I think it's something that actors, normally on a daily go through, so that they can give the best quality as regards the movie that is being produced.
Here is the pot.
The Antique is a suspense-filled fictional story inspired by events of the southern Nigeria people in the 19th century. Helping to achieve believability is acclaimed music video director DJ T.
Antique is so many things to so many people. Yeah, I don't want to restrict the title to an object that we see in the movie. That object is just an idea. It's a representation of an idea, a concept, an ideal. Do you understand? The antique, you know what an antique is? An antique is a piece of art that has stood the test of time. And because of time that has elapsed, it has accumulated value. That's what an antique is. And for me, an antique is a representation of our beautiful nation. And that's why it's an epic, to showcase our rich cultural heritage. So that's what the antique is for me. Nigeria is 101 years this year. And so we released the antique last year, we premiered it last year at the Hotel when we were 100 years. So it was a way of celebrating the centenary for me and showcasing, putting it on the platform for the world to see how beautiful we are. So the antique for me represents Africa, it represents Nigeria, it represents anything that's priceless. And my nation is priceless.
Good morning. 2 in 1.
A story is wrapped around an innocent girl who had to journey to a land where mortals are forbidden in search of an antique to save her people.
By the gods, to pursue, overtake, and recover the sacred bronze antique, that the Yoruba son may be spared, and the kingdom of Godo.
Playing the character Uki was very challenging, I will say, because it had to do with physical challenges. She had to scale through some, some hurdles, basically. So, but it was challenging, but I enjoyed it because I love challenges. yeah, it just came naturally.
What if they don't make it?
On her personality, Omoye Ozamere plays a character that is twice her age.
I like the challenge for the role that I played as Gabriel Afolayan's mother because we're about in the same age group, and that's really cool. He's played my older brother, and now I've played his mother, so hopefully I'll play, hopefully he'll play my dad. Well, let's just leave that for the producers.